through something I've learned over the years. I'm doing this over 30 years, probably more. And I started off with an Akai MPC 2500 and Yamaha CS1X keyboard, two Lexicon MPX 100 effects units, and sometimes I'd record down to cassette tape and stuff like that. Or I'd get a lend of a friend of mine's ADAT, or not an ADAT, a DAT recorder, and we'd record at that. We'd bring to a mastering engineer, and after finishing the track, and he would master the track for us. Now, it's not something you really necessarily have to do in electronic music nowadays unless you don't have the knowledge. Most of this is about knowledge. It's about creating knowledge on how you can make yourself better, and not only better in making the music and recording and producing music, but also on how it makes yourself better on learning about what equipment you're buying and so on. So anytime, like, we have different styles of music, I understand that. We have rock bands where you have tons of mics, just, you have 11, 12 mics just for microphone, a drum kit, mics for the amplifiers, for guitars, for bass, synthesizers, your backing vocalist, microphone everywhere. And sometimes that would have to go to mastering houses because there's a lot to deal with. But when making electronic music, or making hip hop, or making soul, or making, again, you can make rock music in your studio like this as well. I'm not saying it's not just about that, but you can what I did was, when I first went to these mastering houses, when we used to make our records on vinyl, I asked lots of questions. I learned a lot by asking questions. When I was in a studio, I lived in London for a time, and I'd go into these studios asking these guys, these big DJs, producers, I'd ask them questions. What's that for? What's this? Don't never be ashamed that you don't know. You know what I mean? Because that's how knowledge comes from, not knowing, and something that you want to know. So I would always ask questions. What's that for? What's this do? And these guys would teach me. I'm self-taught on everything. I've never went to school for any of this, to learn how to play the drums, the bass guitar, harmonica, how to play keys, how to produce, how to make my own music, how to use the keyboard, how to use the DAWs, which again is another 10 million videos we can make about. So yeah, so what I'm trying to tell you is, get out there and get knowledge about people, speak to people, talk to people, your peers. These people are your peers, whether you're only making your first record or these guys that make thousands of records. These people